Just riding by the Velocity Island Park. I don't even know if you can see this in the video, but if you can, check out our wakeboarding and water park here in Woodland, California. I've never been because it's, to be frank, a little pricey, and I don't wakeboard, and I don't necessarily love the water all that much, but my kids do, and I know that at least one of them has been out there, and it's a cool thing. I will leave a link in the description because this is my hometown and I do want to see these businesses succeed. If you live in Northern California, check it out. It's a wakeboard park here in Woodland, California. But that's not what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Actually, you know, this is just kind of a leisurely ride. The sun is setting. Well, right now you're looking at Permy. The Pacific International Rice Mill here in Woodland. It's missing incorporated, I think. That's the I on Permy. But the sun is setting. If not, it's already set. You can see it. Yeah, it's gone. The sun is set. I mean, it is 8:20. But it is a lovely day. Isn't it just a lovely day though, if you're out for a ride? I can't think of too many times when I've been out riding where I was like, well, this sucks. Oh, you know what? There is a time that I was riding and I was like, this sucks. But that happened to be the time that I got stung by a bee.
Flashback.
Oh man. I think I just got stung by something on my wrist. Oh freak, that hurts. Yeah, that sucked. How many of you have been stung by a bee while you were riding? Leave it in the comments. I'd like to know, A, were you wearing gear? B, where did it sting you? And C, were you allergic? Yeah, that would be, oh my gosh, I can't even believe that. I'm guessing you'd have to pull over and dial 911 if you're allergic to a bee and you got stung while you're riding. Gosh, I can't even imagine. Gotta carry your EpiPen.
Now pump those scrawny chicken legs, you stupidest funker!
You know, this is just gonna be one of those videos, and I don't do this a lot, where I just ride. You're just gonna get what happens on this ride. Can I ride long enough for something interesting to happen? This is the mission today. Oh, doggo. Leave it in the comments. How many of you out there are dog lovers? If you're not, go ahead and just unsubscribe now. No, I'm just kidding. No, don't unsubscribe. I know not all of us can be dog people. I know some of us are allergic to dogs too, so. I got love for everybody. Even cat people. There's a part of me that when, I think maybe when I get a little bit older and I'm home more often, I'd want to have maybe a cat and a dog. I'm kind of already thinking about getting another dog for Falcor because he's starting to show signs of wanting somebody there more often. And you know, when we go to work, he's there all by himself. And man, we've had 2 rescue dogs, and both of them had terrible anxiety when we leave. And I wouldn't blame you, right? I don't blame them. One of them was abandoned. And one of them, who knows, was in the pound for a long time. We actually adopted Lucky when she was about ready to be put down. This really is a terrible part of town to be riding in because, oh, freaking blinker. This is really a terrible place in town to be riding if you want to see something interesting, because the stoplights are all timed. So it's just stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. We're going to try riding by the theater, because even if nothing interesting happens by the theater, love it in between these buildings. It's like a little tunnel. Even if nothing happens interesting, the State Theater is nice to look at. It's got palm trees and neon lights. Although as I ride by it now, I thought I remember it being taller. State Theater. Men in Black. Leave it in the comments. How old were you when the first Men in Black movie came out? And have you seen the first 3 movies? And will you watch the 4th one? There's no Will Smith. I mean, oh my gosh, stupid blinker. I mean, there is no Will Smith, and he's I mean, frankly, Will Smith was kind of the reason why I love Men in Black movies. Oh, say that the people have got their lights on. You're probably not getting very much from this camera anymore because it's too dark. Maybe we can find something interesting to take the picture with the bike. Here's where I worked for many a year. Oh, and here's a little more that one guy trivia. This church right here is where I got baptized and had my confirmation, first communion, all that stuff. If you're Catholic, you know what all those words mean. And if you're not Catholic, maybe you know what those words mean too. Yeah, I used to be Catholic. If you've watched the channel for a while, you know that I've dabbled in Mormonism. I guess I'm just kind of one of those guys that just wants to do it all, right? My mom grew up Buddhist. My dad grew up Catholic. That's less interesting. Oh, you know what? Let's go take a see if there's something interesting down here to take a picture in front of. There's a rose garden, but I don't know that I can get the bike close enough to the rose garden to get a good rose garden picture. And frankly, right now with the sun set, you probably wouldn't get a good picture anyway.
A few moments later.
And that light's not bad. Let's get one of these. I'll have you know though that I do take a lot more pictures of my kids than I do my bike. Just in case any of you are questioning my... Oh! We just made a video on not pulling over where there's loose clippings. And I just almost ate it. Well, when I say almost, the wheel slipped. We'll give these guys a little rev. I couldn't tell if they were looking back. When I was a kid and you know, a sports car or a motorcycle would go by and rev its engine, I'd throw my hands up in the air and be like, yeah! But that was just me. Maybe kids are different these days. This camera is just about useless now, I would think. Here in the twilight. No, this isn't twilight. What would you call this? Dusk? Yeah, this is dusk. Well, we're getting here into the less interesting part of town, and nothing interesting has happened. Hey, I've never claimed to be the most interesting moto vlogger on the YouTubes. Boom. See that? Yes! 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 I'm gonna let my nephews come out here and rev the engine. See? I was just saying how kids these days are not the same. Don't want to rev the engine. We'll rev it for them. Hopefully nobody's going to bed at 8:35. Something interesting! What in the heck was that? Not sure what was going on there. All I know is I want to get gas before she gets here. You know, she's quite a ways away, but I'm not going to put it past any person that's just wildly swinging a stick at the ground about how fast or how slow they walk or travel.
A few inches later.
Now this is almost certainly useless here, but we're gonna leave it on anyway. Hey, I recognize that was exceeding the speed limit, but I didn't feel like dying. So, but I don't know that I've ever made a video like at this lightness, at this time. I think I've either made videos when it's dark out or when it's light out. I don't think that I've made it at dusk. So we'll see how this turns out. Most of the time, I think when I've ridden when it's dusky, it turns out grainy. The film that dates me. The video turns out grainy looking. I'm guessing that's what we're gonna get here, and we'll see. Can we get ahead of these guys? Hey, that Camaro saw me coming, I think. Oh, and the bugs are out. That is why we don't ride at this time of the evening. Snap, crackle, pop. Well, we're coming to an end here of this ride. Road closed. Road work ahead.
Yeah, I sure hope it does.
Oh, that guy wants to race me. Too bad. Not today. But guys, we've come to the end of the ride. I hope something on this ride was interesting to you. So if it was, make sure you push that thumbs up, which is the like button. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And you probably can't even see me over here, so let's talk to this camera. Guys, if you're out there riding, be safe. And if you're not riding, get riding. I'm that one guy, and I am out.